Welcome to Dungeon Fire Hobbies. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Nicole.
In this series, we have a veteran Minecraft player teaching someone new to the game.
So let's go build our town.
I don't know if this balcony's too big or not. It might be too big.
Oh, wait, my perch is gone. So I was using these trees to get a nice view of the, Oh, I love it. That looks fantastic, Jeff. Actually, can you make it longer on this side? Because,
Like, match the house?
Yeah, to match the house more. So, like,
yeah, I can do that.
Kind of more... Oh gosh, what's that? Oh gosh, is that a thing? It's got armor.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sometimes they spawn with equipment, and sometimes they spawn with a lot of equipment. They can even drop it, too, if you get lucky.
Did we get lucky?
We did not seem to get lucky. I didn't get any iron armor out of that.
I thought it was you for a second.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I looked over and I saw two, what looked like two of you, and I was like,
yeah.
That's...
So I think
that shouldn't be happening.
I think you want to make the porch go all the way to see how you have it lined up with this one corner. I think we want it to go like all the way to the other, like that corner.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that'll look aesthetically, I think, nicer. Even though it's not symmetrical, which is fine. Hey.
Yeah, funny shaped house.
Yeah. I think the internal walls look pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the internal walls.
Or do you want these to be like 2 wide rather than 1 wide?
I think 1 wide's fine, because 1 wide is, like, you can do doors 2 wide, but the nice thing about... The reason I usually do 1 wide for most things is that you can center it. Like, for example, this door, if we wanted to, like, have, like, a lantern hanging from here or something like that, that would be nice and centered and pretty.
Oh.
And you can't really do that with a double door.
Okay. I like the idea of having some hanging lanterns.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some lanterns to hang around. I love lanterns as a light source. I just think they look better.
Oh,
than
Jeff,
torches.
we didn't figure out how the bedrooms are gonna work up here. Okay.
That's true. We do need to figure out the layout for the upstairs.
Okay. So here's the porch, right? We want to be able to share a little bit the porch. So I don't think everybody's getting their own balcony.
Yeah. And we can make a second balcony somewhere, but I agree, we want to,
Alright. Let me figure out how the hallways are gonna work here. So we're gonna come up, then...
And you don't think the balcony sticks out too much? I guess we gotta have a railing around it, and so...
Yeah, we probably will need a railing.
This last block you won't be able to stand on it anyway.
I'd actually be happy if it goes out just a little bit further.
Yeah?
Yeah, like one more along this side, and that could be the place where we put the railing.
Okay. We can do that.
And then, yeah, that'll feel nice and comfortable. We'll have a really good view of the town when we clear out some of those trees, I think. It's gonna be really cool. Alright.
I think I might use spruce for the railings, just to do a different color.
Okay.
We also want to make some doors.
We actually might end up with an extra room up here. Let me figure it out. Alright.
There's a neat trick that I like to do.
Yeah.
With the doors, I'm putting pressure plates behind them that kind of mostly blend in with the floor. Like, you can still see them, but they're the same color as the floor. And those will automatically close the door behind you when you come in, so you don't have to remember to do that every time.
Okay. That's a nice trick.
to pick balcony door colors. Birch might make a good balcony door. I'll show you what that looks like, and you can decide if you like it or not.
Okay.
And while I'm at it, let's also decide on a back door. Okay, so these are our front doors. So I made the front doors like this, like the very like nice manor housey kind of
I like them. They look
design. Good. This is the medieval door I talked about. We could use that as a back door, or we could use another one of the manor house doors.
Use it as the back door.
Okay, and then for the balcony, I was thinking we might have these kind of like almost like screen door kind of deals.
Yeah, I like that. That'll be nice. Alright, so I have the idea of 2 rooms here. I was trying to... This might be better off as 1 room. I was trying to leave this open a little bit. Because I want the hallway to be at least like this wide.
Hmm.
Okay. So this could either be 2 rooms or it could be 1 room. We'll see how that ends up going. We have extra space over here.
And we wanted a reading nook. Now that could be in this section downstairs, like either like by the staircase on this side where these windows are, or it could be upstairs. And the reading nook will be our enchanting setup.
That makes sense. Well, I think we're gonna have plenty of room up here.
Yeah, definitely. We have a pretty big house.
Yeah.
So we can fit anything we want.
So, actually, that helps give me an idea, Jeff. Alright. Yeah. So I think we might end up with the reading nook up here as the room, like kind of an open area near the balcony, as kind of like a shared space. And then
I like that.
The bedrooms will be more towards this back end.
We also need to consider a dining room area.
I think that should definitely be downstairs.
Agreed.
Probably like the biggest area downstairs.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. It could be the big community room where like a dining table is, but it's also like where we play board games and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff.
I'm doing a lot of undoing my own work here.
That's fine. I mean, we got time and we can like work on it till we get it right. That's better than, you know, rushing it. Sorry, kitty. Back porch kitty.
I like having cats pretty much everywhere. It's nice.
Yeah. So I need to finish the kitchen floor, but that's not a big rush. At least the kitchen is now clearly, like, that's clearly the kitchen. What next? The roof is a priority. I should get working on the roof, but we have to figure out what we want to make that out of. There is a dark stone we could use, like a dark gray, almost black stone. We don't currently have any of it, is the only thing, but we can get it. I suspect, though, that roof probably won't be finished today.
Probably not. I have a feeling roof is going to be another day's work. Alright. tell me if this looks stupid, Jeff. So here's my plan: was you and Stone would have one of these 2 rooms, right? You each get one of those. So you just get a window, right? Then Christine and I will have this room over here, and I'll work on the windows there. And then this is the area we'll make the communal, like, reading nook crafting area. So we have a lot of space up here. And then we have and then we have the porch.
I like it.
I think that'll look pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think this will be great.
Okay.
It's a good layout.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up a temporary crafting table here so that I don't have to keep running up and down stairs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Alright, I think
I have another aesthetic question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Which do you like better? The straight, like, just fence side, or this side with, like, the gating for the railing?
Oh. Okay. If we fell from here, would we get hurt? Probably.
We would get hurt, but not like die.
Okay. So I think it could be fun to have, like, the gate where we could just, like, open and launch ourselves off if we wanted to.
I personally also like that. I think that'll. So the other question is, we probably don't have it hanging in the corner like that. That doesn't look good. So we probably have to move that around that way. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
That will help. Now I can figure out getting this all put together. Just need some more space.
And then I extended the wall all the way here because I figured it's gonna look better doing that. But if we have shelves, we don't have to necessarily do that. So we could have, like, embedded shelves on this wall if you'd rather. Would they go all the way up to the ceiling? Well, they don't have to. But this is optional. I'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I think it's fine as it is.
Okay.
But if we decide we want something in, like, this cubby, or we want to replace this little, like, stretch of spruce here with, like, bookshelves or something, and put the reading, like, the enchanting table over here, that becomes an option. So yeah, we'll decide if we want to use it or just use it as a wall.
Okay.
As we're putting in stuff and decorative stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to the combat challenge in D&D because
yeah.
I love tactical combat, and I want to see how we can, like, turn our like, not the best party and, like, come together as a team, you know? Like, it's gonna have some growing pains. We're probably gonna start off with, like, really crappy teamwork and get in each other's way, and it's gonna be glorious.
Well, you also have to account for not all the players are used to D&D.
Yeah.
So there might be some crappy teamwork that just continues to be crappy teamwork.
And that's fair. Like, I don't want to, like, hold people to, like, meeting high expectations or whatever like that. Like, they're not the same kind of D&D players that Christine and I are, or you, and that's
and
okay.
Kyle.
And Kyle, yeah.
Well, go figure. We've been playing for how many years together? We're very familiar with each other's preferences and things like that.
Yeah. And we also look to get different things out of the game than like Leslie and Greg, because, like, the combat aspect is something that, like, I know Christine, Kyle, and I for sure all get a lot out of. We love that stuff. And I don't see that so much in Leslie and Greg.
Probably not. I don't...
And that's fine. I mean...
Yeah. I think they're just along for the ride. I think Andrew's gonna have a lot of fun with combat.
Yeah, that'll be good. I don't know anything about, so I'm excited to see like him play and see what kind of player he is, what motivates him, and like in game and stuff. Like I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well,
new elements.
Andrew's used to being actually a game master more so than a player. Well, I guess he does play Star Wars stuff, but for the most part, this is Andrew's opportunity to play D&D, where I don't think he's gotten to do that for a while. I know from character creation, he's very into like homebrewing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not one of my strengths, so I kind of...
And that's fair.
I had to put a limit break on him.
Yeah.
In terms of how many custom things he could have for what is meant to be ultimately like just a one-tier adventure.
Right.
But he was totally cool. He didn't have any problems toning it down a bit.
And that's good.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
I think we probably want a window there to catch the setting sun.
Yeah.
Over the staircase.
Yep.
Okay. What is the next step, I think? What do I need to do next?
Oh, I had I think I accidentally picked up a door.
Oh, you might have.
Have it back.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I can do the kitchen floor real quick. That would be easy enough to do.
Are there just like aesthetic bookshelves we can add in?
There are, yes.
Okay. Might do some of that.
And so, actually, one of the things I was going to walk you through was enchanting. And while we don't quite have the stuff to do that right now in full, I can at least give you the basic primer. We'll probably do it next time where we actually have the stuff to actually do some enchanting, but pretty much you have an enchanting table, which is like the actual, like it's a block with a book on top of it, and it's where you do your actual enchants, and you can put an item into it, kind of like a furnace or something like that, but instead of smelting it, it lets you add enchants to it. But to power up the crafting table, or the enchanting table, and make it actually do stronger enchants, you need to surround it by bookshelves. And so we need to get a whole bunch of bookshelves, surround the enchanting table with it, like in like a little nook, or kind of like semicircle, or like little square. It depends on the kind of shape we want, but they have to be pretty close. So
okay.
And when you have a certain number of bookshelves, it'll be able to do the maximum power enchants in the game. So that's one of the reasons why we need a little reading nook kind of areas for those enchanting bookshelves. And just the bookshelves look cool. Like they're it's nice to have bookshelves in your house. Then they added a while back, but more recently than the original bookshelves, they added chiseled bookshelves, which are empty bookshelves that you can actually place books in, so that like it'll look like books in different places, as opposed to like perfectly lined up bookshelves, like completely fold. So you can scatter some of the chiseled bookshelves in amongst your regular bookshelves, like when you're decorating the wall with bookshelf, like lining a wall with bookshelves, and it'll add some breakups to the texture and just make it more interesting to look at. So we're definitely going to use both of those.
Yeah.
The trouble is books take paper, which is made out of sugarcane, which we have, but we don't have tons of. And it also takes leather, which we have cows for, but it takes a lot of books to make as many bookshelves as we need. So it's just an expensive process to get it up and running. Fortunately, once you have all the bookshelves you need for the enchanting table, you're done. You don't need to like replace them ever. So that's nice at least.
Okay. I need to go get more of the spruce to finish up some of these walls. But I think they're looking pretty good.
Yeah. Let me grab that furnace I think you said you had. Yes, here it is.
Left it in the chest.
We can stick a furnace in the kitchen for now, and later we can, prettyify. I'm thinking in the kitchen we'll have a furnace in the center, like to be the oven, and some counter space around it and stuff. But then in the corners, what we might do is have automatic ovens. Basically, you can take hoppers, which transfer stuff from one block into another block, like for example, from a chest into a furnace.
Okay.
And then you can stick a chest in the corner that has a hopper under it that feeds into a furnace, and so the furnace, and then a hopper under the furnace that feeds into another chest. And basically what this does is you put stuff in the top chest, it'll feed it into the furnace. Even if the furnace is full, it'll just basically put it in queue so that when the furnace finishes, it'll put in the next set of stuff.
Okay.
And it'll cook all that stuff and then dump it into the chest automatically.
Nice.
I don't know if we have enough space to fit that, but maybe. So we might want one of those if we can fit it. Only problem is they're kind of tall. We might be able to fit one here, maybe. But I don't know if we'd be able to access the chest. We could just use a hopper. We don't need to use a chest. We're gonna have to organize, get a bunch of chests. This big central room downstairs, it's gonna be dining room, but is there any other thing we want to do with it? Like probably some like sitting area and stuff like that.
Yeah. Can we have chairs? Can we use chairs?
You can make things that look sort of like chairs.
Okay.
That's about the best you could get.
So it's like an aesthetic thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think I have the 3 bedrooms walled up. You'll have to pick which one you want. And then Christine and I are gonna have this big one. Maybe?
Nice.
We'll have to do windows at some point.
Yeah. I think I'll let Stone have this one because it's got a really good view and good direct lighting, where the other one's a little bit more shaded because of the wall on the right.
Oh.
And I like that. I like the shading.
Okay. Nice.
Is that a dog or a cat? Do I have bones? That is a dog. Is that your dog or is that wild dog?
My dog should be here somewhere.
This is a wild dog. It's my dog now. Yay!
Go get yourself a dog. Jeff, you don't have a spare axe, do you?
I do.
I need one just to finish up this peeling.
Axe. Let's see. Axe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh no, that dog looks just like my dog. It's gonna be very confusing, Jeff.
That's because that is your dog. I don't know where my dog is. Where is my dog? Oh, this is my dog. I just couldn't get Doggy to sit for some reason. Okay.
Did you kick my cat outside. It's a poor thing.
Your cat got bumped outside a little bit, yeah, and I kind of adjusted to sit them on the porch comfortably, but like I could have brought them inside. You're right.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, my dog's being difficult. I was going to put my dog on the in my room, but there you are. You're such a silly beast. Yeah, I mean it's different, but it's good. I often say this, but like the those black bean burgers that you can get, like they're black bean. They're not really burgers. They don't really taste like burgers, but they do taste really good. So like as long as you don't go in thinking, oh, this is going to be like a cheeseburger, I think generally you'll be happy. Like they're really good.
I agree. Oh, Jeff. Oh gosh. You haven't tried the sweet potato burger patties yet, have you?
Sweet potato patties? No, I have not.
No, they're fantastic. We got them at BJ's, and
cool.
It was just something different to try because we don't always find good veggie burgers or anything like that. We do like turkey burgers. But then Christine found these sweet potato patties, and they are so good. Alright. What is the next thing? I guess what next time we'll do maybe the roof?
Dang it, I need bones. Do we have any more bones? I think we're out of bones.
I do not have any on me. I might have
white.
Oh,
white dog.
Oh, there's a white dog. I might have some back in the maybe back at the start at the temporary house.
Yeah, I just checked. There aren't any there.
Did you check in mine too?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Now that I know that, I don't know where this little puppy came from, but knowing that he's around makes it, like obviously there's going to be more of them.
Okay.
So, it should be fine.
Well, I will say I think there's a white cat too, Jeff, if you want to have just an all-white set of pets.
One can get a white cat, absolutely. I would like to have, I actually think I'm probably going to end up with a menagerie because I love just collecting animals.
That's fair. Hey, this is starting to look pretty good from the outside.
Yep. We might want some kind of support poles for the balcony, something that appears to hold it up.
Yeah, I think that would look nice, and then we could hang lanterns on them.
Yeah. Let's see.
And maybe we'll have the nice big table out here, like kind of in this middle section.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is a big like gaming/dinner table kind of thing. I think that would be good.
Yeah. And then we could put like our storage stuff in this room. Kind of like a back room storage here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we've got our...
I'll start getting chests together so we can get that filled up with chests and things for storage.
Then we got our kitchen. And then we'll go up the stairs. And we've got our bedrooms. And we'll have our reading area. And a balcony. This came together pretty good, I think.
I wish there were like thicker poles besides fences, something a little bit thicker to make that a little bit more supportive looking.
I think that looks good. There's a market in town that's missing a section of this. Do you have a spare section?
I do, yes. We can repair that.
Okay.
But that gives me an idea, actually. We can. There is another option for a like a thicker pole. It's just to be using stone, but I don't see that being a problem.
No, I don't think that's a problem.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make stone walls to use there. At least for part of it. Is it just missing a piece of fence or something?
Yeah, it's just missing a piece of fence.
Okay. Let's see. I need to make... Thanks. I can run back and do that real quick while I'm waiting for the stone to smelt. Did you want to work on connecting up the roadway to the manor house?
That was my goal.
At some point, I think we'll probably come through and like pretty up the market stalls and like the houses and stuff around here, because I think we can make some better looking buildings and market stalls than these. But that's a incremental project. We'll work on that after we get our manor house done and stuff.
That sounds good.
We're probably going to need to take some dirt and actually make this like a climbable stair area or something.
Yeah.
To get up to the manor house.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of my kind of not today projects. Is Stone around today, or is he out of town?
He is out at the moment. I'm hoping he'll be around for next week's recording. We typically do that on... Which days do we typically do that on? Is that usually Monday, or is it Tuesday? It's usually Tuesday, right?
Okay. We've talked about Tuesdays and Wednesdays being kind of our days. Okay. There's also, if I don't know how much on recording he's intending to be, because if it's just the two of us recording, then we could always play with him on Wednesday. It's just separate from that.
That's also true. Yeah, because I don't know how much recording versus just playing with us he's interested in. I think he's more interested in playing with us, though he might be interested in recording. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
I could see looking to find a stopping point pretty soon.
Would you be interested in kind of ending the recording and then maybe just taking a break and then just kind of casually playing for a while?
Yeah, I could do that.
Because I think I'm about recorded out. Looks like we've run out of materials for today.
So that wraps it up for now.
Thanks for playing along.